Hello guys, welcome back. This is Modern Man here today, and today we are playing some Mono Red Goblins, also known as 8-Whack in Modern. The basis of this deck is to just get your opponent, really. You're playing 4 Reckless Bushwhacker, 2-1. If its Surge cost was paid, give all your other creatures +1/+1 haste until end of turn, and Goblin Bushwhacker. 1 mana, 1/1, kicker, 1 red. Whenever it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, target or creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. So that's it's called 8-Whack. They're both bushwhackers, but I'm gonna call it goblins. Goblin sounds nicer. And there's no really other goblin deck besides really this one. So if for all you goblin enthusiasts out there, we're playing goblins, and let's go ahead and jump right into a game. Something to keep in mind when playing this deck is you really don't want 3 lands in your opening hand. But with this hand, I might actually break my rule because we have Goblin Guide turn 1, Bushwhacker turn 2, Goblin Grenade the Bushwhacker, and into another Bushwhacker. So we'll try it. This hand's not bad. So we got 5 damage, 10, 15 damage on turn 3. That's not awful. Let's play the Goblin Guide. Go to combat. Attack with Goblin Guide. Reveals a Kolaghan's command. Okay, this game might be harder than I was hoping it was going to be. Opponent falls to 18. Polluted Delta. Okay. Gonna Fatal Push my Goblin Guide? That would be very unfortunate. I do not approve of Fatal Push. Mog War Marshal, on the other hand. I do approve of you. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Reveal another Polluted Delta, sure. Opponent goes to 16. Let's go ahead and play a Mog War Marshal. Next turn, depending on what they play, we can actually Goblin Grenade away a Goblin token and play the Reckless Bushwhacker. And that would be, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put them at 3. Seems pretty good. Does not seem awful. Depends on what they play, though. This is a Serum Visions. I'm definitely going for it. They decide to play their Polluted Delta. Crack it, like they should. You always want to crack your fetch lands before you play your Serum Visions, because if you put cards on bottom, you want them to stay on bottom. She's probably playing against, like, Grixis Control, I'm assuming? Doesn't look like Grixis Shadow. Thought Scour. Okay, Thought Scours themselves. I guess it could be a Tasigur. Milled Scalding Tarn and a Street Wraith. Here's the Tasigur, I think. Yeah, there's the Tasigur. Okay, sure. That's fine. Can we draw something good? Something good. I could pay for its Echo. Don't really want to. But I could. Another Bushwhacker's not particularly great. Okay, so let's think here. We can go regular cast Goblin Bushwhacker, kick a Reckless Bushwhacker. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They block the Goblin Guide, take 8, go to 6. Is that the play? Is that the play? Or we can Goblin Grenade away a token, kick a Bushwhacker. No, it would be Surge a Bushwhacker. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. I go to 5. So I guess we're just going to keep the Goblin or the Grenade in our hand. Cast the Bushwhacker. Surge a Reckless Bushwhacker. Go to combat. See, this way we... Oh, that's not great. This way we only need to get 1 damage in opposed to 5, I think is what it was. Opponent blocks the Goblin Guide like we thought they would. Goes to 6. We're going to pass turn. So they could Kolaghan's command us, kill a dude, make us discard the Bushwhacker. We attack. They block. Take 2, go to 4, and then they get grenaded. Or I can just straight out grenade them now that they have Scalding Tarn. Cracks it, go to 5. Goes to 5. Okay. Gets a Blood Crib, tapped. Okay, so that means what? Fatal Push? They're banking on the Fatal Push being good enough? Yep, okay, sure. If they have a Spell Pierce, we're still kind of dead. Oh, no, we're fine. What we're going to do is we're going to Goblin Grenade pre-combat and then kick a Bushwhacker. Or Surge a Bushwhacker. Or we're going to draw another Goblin Grenade. It's also pretty good. And we go into game 2. Against Grixis Shadow. We know it's Shadow because we've seen the Street Wraith in their graveyard. I think I want a Frenzied Goblin. I think that's really about it. Maybe Pile Driver? No. No, Dragon's Claw. Ooh, Goblin King maybe? Forked Bolt, not interested. Fanatic, not interested. Let's cut a War Marshal and a Fanatic. Actually, we may just cut 2 Fanatics. I don't think Fanatic's that great against my opponent. Yep, we'll just cut 2 Fanatics, bring back in the War Marshal. Or do I want a Pile Driver as well? I'm debating whether I want to bring in the Pile Driver over the last Mog Fanatic. I probably do. Let's go ahead and try it like this. I'll see you guys in the game. Oh, or the game starts right after I submit my deck, as always. So now you got that awkward point in there. This hand seems pretty good. We have turn 1 Foundry Street, turn 2 Goblin Guide, or Trigger, attack for 4. Opponent cracks their Polluted Delta, probably a Thoughtseize. Untapped Watery Grave. There's the thought. Inquisition. Okay, that's not as bad for them. Probably takes the Goblin Guide. What do you take, opponent? It's either Goblin... Oh, they took the Foundry Street. Okay, so they decided they get more value out of the Goblin Guide attacking. So now that we drew a 3rd mountain, we're going to go ahead and crack the Foothills. We want to thin our deck of lands. That's the only reason you play fetch. That's the only reason I play fetch lands in this deck, is I don't want to get mana flooded if at all possible. Play the Guide. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Reveals another Kolaghan's command. I feel like I've been here before. It goes to 15. Okay, so a virtual 12 with the bolt. Serum Visions. Sure, I don't mind you playing a Serum Visions, opponent. I do not mind. Bottom. Should have cracked their Polluted Delta first. Oh well. For them at least. I don't mind them not doing that. That's a Goblin Grenade. That's also pretty good. Let's go ahead and play the Mog War Marshal. Get our token. Attack with Goblin Guide. I guess they're leaving their... It's probably a land on top, actually, for the Goblin Guide. It is. Okay, I should have seen that. I don't know why I said that earlier. But now cracks her Polluted Delta. Goes to 14. Probably grabs a Swamp for the Fatal Push. No, we're not. Okay. Opponent goes to 12. Virtual 4 with our 8 points of burn in our hand. I don't think this is a particularly good matchup for my opponent. And as always, there's a train. Opponent goes to 11, cracks their Scalding Tarn. It's an island. I really do hate the train. We got a Kolaghan's Command. I got a Kolaghan's Command. Kill my Goblin Guide. Make me discard a card. I want to pay my Echo. Probably not. Play Wooded Foothills, crack it. Grab a mountain. I think we're just going to jam the Bushwhacker here. See if the opponent has anything. Gut check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Representing. With 2 ways to kill him in my hand. Go to combat. Let's go ahead and attack with all of our dudes. Goblin Guide trigger. Reveals a Snapcaster. Sure. Kolaghan's Command. Grixis Charm. Sure. Kills the Goblin Guide, makes me discard a card. I'll discard a mountain. Opponent takes 6, goes to 5. And as always, the Goblin deck has the Goblin Grenade. And Goblin Grenade to opponent and hope they do not have Disrupting Shoal on 1. Is that good? And that's it. If you guys liked that deck and wanted to see more, remember to smash that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Let me know down below. Comment down below with any comments, deck suggestions, play suggestions, sideboard suggestions, anything like that. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more awesome content like this on a daily basis. Also, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or like my Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter. Email me. All those links will also be in the description below. And I hope you guys have an awesome, amazing day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.